peaks and valleys.
Are you talking now about your financial situation or about the mountains?
You don't think they're related? Landscape and behavior, geography and economy, the patterns of one reflected in the other?
I think what Jim's saying is...
The point is, Phil, Caleb and I are waning right now, and we will be the first to admit it. But with your help, we will get through this and get back to a period of waxing. That's what this proposal is all about. Am I right, Caleb?
Sort of, Jim.
To take on more debt at this stage.
Help us through this period of warp.
Even if it was possible.
Help us through the warp, Phil, and we will get back to a period of woof. Those are weaving terms.
I know what they are.
Okay, then.
I'd like to ask you something. When the memorial hall was being refurbished this spring, the village took bids to do the trim. Wainscoting, handrails, all of it. Are you guys aware of this?
Yes?
Well, why didn't you put in a bid?
We make furniture, Phil. Desks, cabinetry, original designs. You should drop in sometime.
Look, if I'm even going to be able to consider this, you have to provide me with a certain level of comfort.
And you get that from wainscoting?
Okay, all right. You know what? Phil, we know what you're saying. We do. It's just what we're trying to do, what Jim is able to do with wood, it's rare, Phil. It's rare and it's worthy. There must be a way to make this work.
This is good.
Backing up again.
Is this the Sinclair cabinet?
Mm-hmm.
This is, right here.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that?
Lee's case.
I know, but what are you doing? Jim, what are you doing?
Tenants. It's what the piece is asking for.
It's not what the customer is paying for, Jim.
If I can't respond to the
I mean,
needs
how
of
many
the
hours have you put in
I
on this
don't
piece?
know
9
what I'm
hours?
doing
12
here.
hours?
I don't know where we are.
You know where we are? We're on the edge of a precipice. That's where we are. We are on white-knuckle, teeth-gnashing survival mode, and I can't make it clear to you. The wolves are at the door.
This precipice has a door?
Hi. Jim, this place, it's fantastic.
Caleb deserves the credit. I'm just a laborer.
You know, I try to tell people about this valley. I go on and on. Oh. Icosahedron.
You remember?
Of course I do.
Listen, Matthew, I've got some work to do.
I was so sorry to hear, Jim. I should have come then, just...
We had lots of support. Well, you should come up and see the place.
I would love that. Hey.
Hey, how's your plane, huh?
Yeah, it's my work plane. I got a sweet little Seneca I use for pleasure trips.
What is your work?
I run an ecotourism company. That's why we're here. We're building a lodge on the south end of the lake.
Oh, God. Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry about it.
No, it's okay.
It's my work trousseau.
This is fantastic. Oh my God. You know, this was all raw land when I was here. I can't believe it. Every time the wind blew, this tree looked like it was going to come down on us. Huge old poplar. So Jim saunters up to the thing, says a little prayer to the tree gods, fires up the saw. Now, I don't know, Caleb, you might have already spotted a flaw in our little plan here, but if a tree's leaning dangerously towards a teepee, which direction do you think it'll fall if you try to cut it down?
I don't know. Maybe towards the teepee?
Towards a teepee. Now, see, Jim, we could have used him back then.
The idea was to compensate with a large undercut.
That's right. Professor Hashoy was going to compensate with a large undercut. Never mind that the mere sound of the saw put a look of naked terror in his eyes. Never mind that by the time that chainsaw touched wood, he was shrieking like a banshee.
I wasn't shrieking.
Jim, I think if you recall... Yeah. Okay, so Jim's wailing away, right? Your mom and I are off in the distance. Sawdust is flying. Terror reigns. Now, I don't know. I think he was about halfway through his back cut, and suddenly the tree just lifts right towards the teepee. So Jimmy kills the saw, braces himself against the tree. Marge and I come over. We brace ourselves up against it. And I mean, we are just barely keeping this tree upright. Time passed. Theories are hatched. Plans are shared. But eventually we have to face facts. The sun is setting. Somebody's going to pass out, right? We are clearly outmatched. So we each silently said our little goodbyes to the teepee. We counted to 3, and we ran like hell.
What happened?
See, that's the thing. Nothing.
The tree didn't move.
No.
The fucker was mocking us. I mean, all that energy to keep it up, all that anguish of knowing that it was come down and now it's just gonna fucking stand there? No, by God, we were gonna see that tree fall. So we started pushing it the other way, towards the teepee, right? Because nothing mattered at that time. I mean, nothing except getting that tree to fucking come down.
Did it go?
No, it didn't budge.
Didn't budge.
Didn't budge. So, you know, we had no choice, right? We made peace. We smoked some hash and we talked a lot about how nature was more powerful than we were and how that tree was meant to be there. And we fell asleep with a newfound sense of understanding. And in the middle of the night, the wind picked up and that tree came crashing down right on our heads. Right. Fractured my collarbones, smashed your mom's foot all to hell. TP was destroyed.
Of course, it was more than a lark for us.
What's that?
The whole thing. Margie and I stuck it out.
No, I know, Jim. I wasn't.
I know, man. I know. It's okay to laugh. I mean, laugh. Fuck. Hey, some very funny shit happened back then, but it was a holiday for you. A pit stop.
And some of us, we were building a life here.
I have nothing but admiration for what you've done up here.
Of course you do. All the tourists do.
Look. There's a lot going on right now. I went a whole day the other day without thinking about Margie. Have you had that happen?
I have, yeah.
You know, a little while after she left us, I had this terrifying thought. Someday I'm gonna be a guy whose wife died a long time ago. You know, Matthew was all set to go over. He was a good young patriot.
Why didn't he?
There was an accident in boot camp. He got hurt. Canada started looking pretty good. You know, the thing is, it had nothing to do with objecting to the war or wanting to make change. He just didn't like the way shrapnel felt in his gut. He went back to the States as soon as he could. He came because he was afraid.
Weren't you afraid?
I was terrified. Saying goodbye to my family, my friends, forever, for all I knew. Coming to a country I knew nothing about. Yeah, I was afraid. We all were. But I made a choice.
Hi, Anna.
Hey, what's that?
Garlic. Your mom asked for it, so... I mean, I wouldn't normally bring garlic on a first date if she hadn't specifically asked for it. You're not too concerned.
Hi, Caleb.
I'm sorry, I'm running behind. I'm having
Is everything okay?
Yeah, come in, make yourself at home. I'm just having one of those late delivery and the babysitter got grounded or something. Hannah, what is Zoe's phone number? You brought garlic.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hannah!
Is tonight maybe a bad night?
No, I'm looking forward to this. I need to get out of the house.
Where's that guy? What? Oh, despondent boy. Yeah? No, he just got up and went inside. Really? Yeah. Thought maybe he might have... Jumped? Yeah. No. Told him he couldn't lay there, so he just got up and...
Caleb, Dave Petrovich will put the whole set in for $2,200. And he'll fix the steps to the deck while he's doing it.
Dave Petrovich?
That's half the cost of your offer.
We have a contract, Pete. Arlene, you guys accepted the bid. We've already bought the materials.
Half the cost, though, Caleb.
Dave Petrovich will use particle board. That's what $2,200 is going to get you. We talked about this, remember? About matching the era of the house, about using fur. You guys wanted something that would last. You said you wanted something the kids could inherit.
We're sorry, Caleb.
We just haven't got the money for the fancy stuff.
Okay. Pete, will you help me push start my car?
It's a big project. And we're talking about people who fly to other continents to fish. They expect a certain level of quality.
Oh, that's not a problem.
I wouldn't be able to make any allowances based on our friendship. I mean, this would have to be a formal transaction.
Of course.
The store and the shop, you put that together?
Well, I did the business plan. I mean, when we lost Margie's income, we needed something, so.
You know, Jim said that you're a better woodworker than he was at your age.
Really?
I think we should do it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Great, okay.
I have a guy. He does a design end. Do you think you could put a sample together for him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Let's drink, my friend. Success.
Look, about Jim.
You don't want him to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Who?
Miss Emery? She was my science teacher in 8th grade. She lives in Caslow now.
I don't remember.
Well, it doesn't matter. The point is, she wants a chair.
Good. What kind?
You know, a chair, something nice.
How nice.
Nice, Jim. Yeah, she said to let the wood be your guide.
She said that?
Yeah.
Well, okay then. Maybe a craftsman. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm going out.
Second date.
Okay, let's just relax, please.
So it's going well. Well, clearly it's going well.
It's fine, Jim. You know, it's early, so.
Well, you two have a real nice time.
Thank you.
Maybe a shaker style.
Something wrong?
I lost my virginity on a log near the mouth of Wilson Creek, and the reason I bring that up is because the other lucky participant of that event, Mary Shackelford, is, as it turns out, our waitress for the evening.
Oh.
Which I didn't plan.
I guess that's how it works around here. The people you share these experiences with stay in your life.
Yeah.
Probably a good thing.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way because I also slept with her. I didn't realize that she was back in town, but that's Rain McBride, and we were together for about a year.
Which one?
Oh, one in the pink shirt. The other one's her sister, Tia. Quick fling with her as well. But it's really not how it seems.
How about that guy?
No, not yet. Anyway, I'm completely giving you the wrong impression. I can really count my sexual partners on one hand.
You can.
Yes, in fact, I could probably have a pretty serious accident with a bandsaw and still be able to count them on one hand.
How many are we talking about?
Well, there's Mary.
Yes.
And the McBride sisters, and that's it.
So, what you're saying is everyone you've ever had sex with, ever, your whole sexual history, start to finish, has converged in this cafe at this moment?
It would appear so, yes.
Well, that is unusual, Caleb. That is an uncommon experience.
You know, I dry humped Shelby Nishihita a few times in grade 7, so we can go see her at the gas station next.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I should slow down.
Okay, well, I'm comfortable with this pace.
No, it's not fair to either of us for me to get all wound up.
Okay.
I can't do this casually.
This doesn't feel casual to me. It's the opposite. It's whatever the opposite is. Formal. It feels formal.
I had a really nice time tonight.
I did too.
We should do a compound curve.
You think?
Well, she wants it nice, right?
What else?
Well, I'd love to see it Nash, and we'll need some cherry for the seat.
Okay, what else?
To do it right, we should have those Forstner beds.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Hi. Is this your store?
Mm-hmm.
Are you from here?
Yeah.
You're a lucky man. This place is beautiful.
Yeah, it's like you're living our dream.
Oh, please don't say that.
I'm Erica, and this is Buck.
Buck? Like Buck Rogers?
Like Buck Devidanta. He's a guru, Krishna guru. No, he's not my given name.
Really?
Hey, this is a geodesic shape, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of.
This is what I was talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, guys, look, I got a lot of work to do.
Do you
so-
guys make pottery as well?
No, we basically just do wood.
That's too bad.
Buck's quite a potter.
Is he? Really? That's terrific. I'm gonna get back to work, so unless you guys are thinking of actually buying anything.
Oh, no. Thank you.
We were just looking to see if we could get some water for our radiator.
Those Pete and Arlene's cabinets?
How'd you know? Ugly as sin. So? How much will do it?
2,000?
Oh.
I know. We've got this contract in the works, which should be pretty lucrative, so...
You can't go to the credit union?
Definitely no.
No.
I'm sorry, Dave.
Nah, come on. Fuck it. We're saving to go to Calgary this fall to see Linda's parents, so only reason I'm even able to consider this is because we're saving to go to Calgary this fall to see Linda's parents.
So how long have you been flying?
7 months. I got my license in Mexico, because the course is shorter and easier. It's not actually valid in some states, but apparently it's okay up here. Mind you, I'm not supposed to be flying solo until I put in 50 hours. Not even close to that yet. So if anybody asks, you got your license, okay?
Yeah, all right.
Caleb.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I've been flying for 20 years.
Okay.
You weren't alarmed by any of that?
Seems like you know what you're doing.
Hey.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Just looking at these.
You do me a favor?
Yeah.
I got myself a vehicle in case I need it while I'm up here. You think you can drive it back for me?
Yeah, sure, okay.
Great.
I'll be outside. Take your time.
All right.
What's this?
Matthew rented it. He says we can use it when he's not. What? What's the problem?
I feel like I'm in the presence of a sex toy.
Well, you'll like this. Look at these.
Yes. Oh, I can make these work.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm a bit tongue-tied. Caleb, I mean, you guys made the perfect chair.
Sit in it. You think your guy's gonna like it?
How could he not? He'll love it. What's our price?
I haven't done all the numbers yet.
Ballpark.
Well, this one's gonna be high because it's a prototype, so...
Roughly.
I think we can bring him in for about, $575, $6.
$6.
Well, we could probably get him down eventually to $550 Canadian.
Uh-huh.
Is that too much?
No. I mean, that's what good work costs, right?
We can bring it down. We could make some adjustments.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, of course. It's just Jim gets a bit protective about these things, but we will simplify. Good.
Okay. Do you mind a little advice from an old man? I mean, this is business advice, life advice, covers just about everything.
Yeah, sure.
Tell him to fuck off.
Tell who to fuck off?
Jim. You gotta tell him to fuck right the hell off.
What are you talking about?
You love him, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you have to do. Look, Jim told his dad to fuck off. He said, Pops, I'm moving to Canada. Fuck you. I'm gonna grow my hair long. I told my dad to fuck off. They told their dads to fuck off. This is a history of Western people, Caleb. I mean, it's about the only meaningful tradition we have left.
You know, we really don't have that kind of a relationship.
That's precisely what I'm saying.
Here.
What?
I want you to cut my heart out.
Oh, here we go.
I want you to carve it out of my chest while it's still beating.
Minor alterations, that's all I'm talking about.
What's wrong with it? I like it.
I like it too.
Well, then exactly what's the problem?
Look, if we can bring the cost down, it'll be helpful if we find ourselves in a situation where we have to produce in quantity.
Produce in quantity? Since when is one a quantity?
Miss Emery might want more.
How many more?
I don't know, a set, a dozen maybe. She's building a studio. She teaches Reiki.
Why didn't you say that?
Because she's not sure. She wants to see how the first one turns out, and she wants to see what price point we can hit.
What sort of alterations?
Well, we could go with a simple curve. I can make it on the bandsaw.
A simple curve?
As an idea.
Give me the chisel. I'll cut my own goddamn heart out.
What is this?
They're having engine trouble and said they could stay here while they sorted it out.
Oh, great, Jim. Well, thanks for checking with me. I really appreciate it.
Come on, they're nice kids. They remind me of me when I was that age.
Yeah, I could see that.
Hey! Let me give you a hand with that.
It's Caleb, right? I'm Erica.
I remember. Hi.
Do you want some carob?
No, thank you.
It's a chocolate substitute. It's healthy.
Are you explaining to me what carob is?
It's from the Mediterranean.
I know what carob is. I have eaten more carob than you can comprehend. Every major event of my childhood was celebrated with carob.
So you don't like it?
Okay, look, if you don't want chocolate in your life, great, that's fine, but don't pretend that carob is an acceptable substitute, because it's not. It's not even close. So you don't want chocolate? Then make the sacrifice. There is no more chocolate. I'm sorry.
I've got halva.
Okay. You ever told your dad to fuck off?
Of course.
Yeah?
Well, you've met the man. Of course I have. There was a period there where fuck off is about the only thing I told him. In fact, right before I went off to school, it got so bad between us. I told him he was more full of shit than a bear with no ass. And he threw a soft-boiled egg at my head. And I actually charged at him. We had a little Donnybrook right there in the kitchen.
You're kidding.
Oh, no. I wanted blood, man. We didn't speak for like a year. Listen, I can't spare another 1,000, Caleb. Can you get by on 500?
I'm so sorry to ask. The valley is one of 5 points on this sacred star that spans the continent.
Ah.
Yeah. And we're in a wind shadow from the coast, so you don't need to worry about nuclear fallout.
Well, that is good to know.
I thought so, yeah. You know, there are these pictographs and aura pockets and spirit bears and rainbow gatherings. A lot of people come for the rainbow gatherings. We have these spectacular rainbow gatherings. The water keeps you young, the mountains keep you wise, the lake keeps you grounded. I might have that in the wrong order. Hold on a second.
You think all this is nonsense?
Yeah, pretty much, don't you?
I don't know. I think it's people trying to put words to something that's hard to describe. I mean, I've been to a lot of amazing places, but when I found this one, I knew I was going to make it my home. So how do you break that down? How do you describe the experience of looking out over the valley and just being overwhelmed with sureness and awe? Well, you can't help but get a little cosmic.
Yeah, I guess so. Erica? Mm-hmm. Do you mind if I make a comment on your form?
Sure.
It's, not a spatula. You gotta use your legs. Here, just get your leg. Just, yeah. There you go. That's good, better. Because you can just kill your back otherwise.
Where's your mom?
Buck?
She's dead, right?
Buck?
Yeah, she's dead, Buck.
So, where is she?
She's in the lake. She's scattered in that lake.
Do you talk to her?
I think about what she might say about different things. I can hear how she'd say it.
So you listen?
I guess so, yeah.
You think she'd like me?
I don't know, Buck. I think she'd probably like you. Yeah, she'd think your breaks were too long, but she'd probably like you. Why?
Well, when I first met you, I thought it was kind of weird that you're as old as you are and you still live at home.
Mm-hmm.
But now, the more I'm around here, I think if my parents were as cool as yours, I don't think I would have left either.
You know what, Buck? When your parent gets sick, it doesn't matter if they're cool or not.
No, we are talking about an exemption on one portion of the land. I understand that. I understand, but that's... Hey, wait a minute, listen to me. If I have to come down there in person, I will make a scene of biblical proportions. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm very good at it. I look for reasons to do it. So unless that's what you're hoping for, unless you think that you can make your point louder than I can face to face, I suggest you direct a bit more of your energy to making this thing work. Hi.
Is everything all right?
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Go! Everyone was behind the war at first. You know, that's what people tend to forget. You know, protests and all that, that didn't come till later. You know, we were traitors, criminals. All these upright middle-class kids suddenly on the run, you know, ratted out by friends and family in some cases. Imagine it. From that madness straight to this. Just blew my world right open.
Why didn't you stay?
I was 19. You know, I had stuff I wanted to do.
Do you have a family?
No. You know, it's easy to go around thinking there's time for that stuff later. But there isn't.
Caleb.
Yeah?
Oh, good. I thought that was you. I need to talk.
Can it wait?
Well, no, I want to say this while it's fresh. Matthew and I are different, kiddo, is what it boils down to. And I can see that you feel close to him, and I don't want to get in the way of that. Okay?
Okay.
Do you feel close to him?
Not this close, Jim.
Oops. Oh, sorry.
That's okay, we're almost done. So is that all right, what I just said?
Yeah.
Well, okay then.
I'd really like us to get to work on that septic field tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, I'm ready to have a bathroom again.
I don't much feel like shoveling shit right now, kiddo.
Well, I do, Jim. That's exactly what I crave after a long day, is to shovel a bunch of shit.
Fine. Caleb. Jeez. You know what? No. Not tonight.
What?
There's nothing about this that seems inappropriate to you, asking me to shovel shit tonight. Nothing about this night in particular. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, my God.
That's right. I guess you're a little caught up in your own stuff right now, huh?
Jim, I am so sorry.
Forget it. I don't really want to be around you right now either.
Come on, I'll make it up to you. No shoveling shit. I'm sorry, I'll cook.
I'm not hungry.
I might have overplayed it. Okay, this could take a second.
they go in and they, I guess, look at it, and they said, we want to get a divorce. Big drops. Divorce, how many years have you been married? This was 72.
Can't train them at all. You just sort of ask them. You know, there's a certain respect that goes on because you ask them very nicely, you know, to do what they want.
Yeah, but here it's like rainforests. You got all these different kinds of cedar trees and things growing on this kind. Yeah. Why? Yeah. So, we had very well. It's a very green point of time. Whenever
Caleb.
I thought I got that right. You know what, Lee? I understand the deal, okay? I get it. And I like the package. I like Hannah. I like you. I can handle it. I believe I can handle it.
I do too.
Then tell me what it is you need to hear.
That you belong here.
What?
That this is your life and you know it.
You think I don't belong here?
What I think doesn't matter.
Like, I'm more of this place than the ground that we're sitting on right now. I mean, my memories, my family, my work, it's all here.
Your future?
Yeah, my future, my past, all of it. This place is my whole life.
And are you okay with that?
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay. Then kiss me.
Okay. We've got that sorted out. And now we can proceed.
Yeah. I'd like to.
Okay.
I needed to know.
Okay. Well, it's not as organic as before, but here I come.
So, Jimmy, you know, we can come by and help me clean it up tomorrow.
Yeah, as soon as you wake up. It's the least we can do.
Yeah, what? Thank you.
Good night, Jim.
Good night, buddy.
Good night, Buck.
Night, Caleb.
Good night.
Meet me at the dome later. Good night.
Good night. Shoveling shit.
Good night.
Good night.
this is Jim's first work. He probably told you that, huh? It's a decent design. It's you know, it's strong. It's stable because of the triangulation. Does Buck know that you're here?
Mm-hmm.
Does he know that I'm here?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, here's what I know. I've seen a lot of this type of thing go on over the years, and it rarely ends well.
What type of thing?
Whatever's happening here.
What's happening here?
You and Buck are a couple.
We have an agreement.
That's the one. That's the thing I'm talking about.
We aren't proprietary.
Okay, really, Erica? I'll be honest, I was walking up here and I didn't know what I was going to do. And, I mean, Lord knows, it's been a long time for me, and you are a very pretty girl. And I just thought, this is my place. Yeah, damn right it is. And this is what we do out here, this kind of thing. So, why should I be any different?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Trust me, the best thing right now would be for you to go back to the teepee, to your boyfriend, and for me to go back to my room and to be, you know, just almost 30. No. I don't, Wait a minute, are you on ecstasy right now?
No.
Okay.
Mushrooms.
Hey, Caleb.
Hi.
Thanks for coming by. Come on in. I hate to spring this on you, but can you incorporate that? It's a new motif.
This isn't really the style we were going for.
I realize it's late in the game, but if you could work it in, that'd be good.
Well, it's not really a matter of time so much.
Caleb, look, I know it's not great, but we have older clients, fat guys, the rich. They like their seats padded.
Okay.
I gotta defer to my guy on this.
This is worrisome, Caleb. That you would even consider this is very troubling for me.
It's a chair, Jim.
It's a choice. I mean, is this really the way you want to go on this one? That's the problem. Maybe you don't know who you are.
You know, most 27-year-old guys don't know how to make yogurt. Do you know that? And I think, God, that must be nice to not have that information in your brain. It must be nice to not know who Buckminster Fuller is, to be able to flush the toilet with confidence and just watch the water go down.
We're gonna fix that.
You ate my placenta.
Margie and I did.
So, how am I supposed to explain that?
To who?
To anyone.
It was a celebration of renewal.
That makes no sense to me. I don't want that to make sense to me.
It's nutritious.
No, there are lots of things in the world that are nutritious, Jim, and you don't eat certain ones with them. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Caleb, I have no idea what you're saying. Maybe we lose the business.
What?
Maybe it's not working out. I'm just saying, maybe you need to come to terms with it. I mean, I never thought we needed all of this.
And how do you propose we survive without it?
We'll go back the way it was. We'll set up shop at home.
And Margie will be alive?
No.
She'll still have her job at the hospital. I'll be 17 years old, your little apprentice. Is that the idea?
No, that's not the idea.
The chair is for Matthew. There's no Miss Emery. It's for Matthew's lodge, and if his designer likes it, we can supply the whole place, okay?
How could you?
Because everything is riding on it, Jim. You understand? I mean, it's not just the business anymore. It's everything. The house and the land and the garden and the shitter and the chickens and your fucking dome, all of it, your whole world. You can kiss it goodbye. And if you let that happen because of pride or stubbornness or some 30-year-old hang-up you have over this man who is trying to help us, then, Jim, you're more confused than anyone.
It was Cinco de Mayo, and it was late. And we had a party at the Dome. We were all fairly high, you know, as I recall, as was our tendency. And the three of us were stretched out in this foamy, and Matthew was strumming away in his guitar. And that is the moment that your mom and I first made love.
Well, Matthew watched.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
Well, that's a lovely story, Dad. Thanks.
Oh, the thing is, there's more.
Oh, good.
Yeah. You know, because your mom and I had finished up, you know, and I picked up my accordion and started playing along with Matthew, and we had a pretty good jam going, and in time, Matthew just sort of put down his guitar and climbed under the covers with your mother.
A hippie three-way.
No, we took turns.
Well, I don't think I need to hear anymore.
I went, then he went.
Went.
Consummated.
Okay, stop talking.
I think you should hear me out.
No, you know what? Anytime you feel compelled to tell me a story about the old days, ask yourself if there's a foamy in it, okay?
9 months later, you were born. So there is some uncertainty. You have to understand the dynamics, Caleb. See, Matthew and I competed for Margie's affection. In the end, needless to say, she picked me, but on that night, well, I guess we tied.
Holy living fuck.
Yeah, I know it must seem like I dropped a bomb, but we're only talking a possibility here.
A 50-50 possibility.
No. Well, yes, mathematically, yes, but that suggests there's no poetry to any of this. No guiding meaning. Here, listen. Your mom and I were ready to start a family. Matthew was on a different course. Everybody could see that. So this matter, and I don't want to call it incidental, but one spurt of biology, what is that set against an entire life? It's nothing.
Does he know?
No, we didn't know ourselves for a couple of months. And by then, he was long gone.
Well, this is perfect. It's just so fitting. I mean, when you look at me and my life and everything that I represent and all that I've done, and you trace backwards, it only makes sense that it would have begun in a moment of such pure ridiculousness.
Listen, Caleb.
It is poetic. It's a fucking limerick, but it is poetic. Okay. You're in pretty good shape now.
Let's just forget about that for now.
I borrowed some money from Dave. I'd like to see that he gets paid back as soon as possible.
Caleb, let's talk about this.
Fuck off!
Okay, listen.
No. Fuck that too. Fuck every last thing about you. I'm off the job. I'm done.
You're a bad man.
Not now, Buck.
You're a bad man.
What are you, 4 years old?
I love her, you know.
I'm not having this conversation.
I just want you to know I love her.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I really am. Really, to the both of you, I should not have done what I did. And I am truly sorry.
I don't want you to be sorry. I'm doing this for you.
Oh, Buck, I am having a fairly shitty night.
I think there should be one thing that you know for sure. One single thing in your miserable head.
What?
Buck loves Erica. Say it. Tell me one thing that you know for sure.
Don't touch me, Buck.
You're empty, Caleb. You're a vessel. You're like a dried gourd.
Okay, you want one thing? How about this? Pack up your fucking teepee and get off my land! How about that? You got that, retard? Get the fuck out! Don't you ever fall?
No. Come on, Pumpkin. Go get dressed.
I let myself in. I hope that's okay.
Are you all right?
Things have kind of fallen in on me a bit. I didn't feel like being at home.
Project's off, Caleb. We didn't get approval. I mean, we can appeal, but we're looking at next summer at the earliest.
It's too late.
I know. I'm sorry.
You destroyed us.
I'm gonna ignore that, Jimmy, because I know you're upset.
You destroyed us, and now you can go home.
You guys are trying to sell fine woodworking in a valley where every third guy figures he's a carpenter, and the other two live in trailers. I didn't destroy a goddamn thing.
How long have you known it might not happen?
From day one, that's how these projects work.
And the redesign, the new fabric? That was you all along?
What do you suppose the sample was for, Caleb? I already knew your work was good. I knew that the moment I stepped in here. I needed to know if you could deliver. Could you be flexible? Could you be efficient? Could you compromise? And you know what? You did. You came through. I wouldn't hesitate for a second to hire you. You know what, Jim? You're the most selfish man I've ever met. And the worst part is you don't even see it.
What are you doing?
Caleb. I do see it.
Hey! You're still lost, you know? She chose him.
That's what you came down here to tell me?
It came down to you against him. She picked the better man.
Okay.
And you know what? Nothing you do is ever gonna change that.
You want to come with me? You can't finish what they started, Caleb. You can't. You know the questions you have about what's out there? They don't go away. You wake up in the morning and there they are. And you can push them aside and go about your business. But the next thing you know, Caleb, it's 30 years later. And you realize you don't even wonder about the choices you made anymore. You just regret. There's no gentle way to do it. Are you up for it?
Not with you.
Caleb. I need you to tell Jim something for me. When I was in the Army, I had an accident that took a piece of shrapnel in the groin. He knows all that. What he doesn't know is I tried to have a child a few years ago. And I couldn't. Can't. You tell him?
Is it true?
I don't think it matters, kid.
Hey! Matthew! Hey! Hey! Fuck off!
I'll take that screwdriver. I will, and I'll take you like this. Fart face.
I was trying to make the hole bigger.
Yeah, here, take her.
Sorry, Jim.
That's okay. Morning.
Hi, Jim. I haven't heard anything.
Hmm?
No news.
Oh. Okay. Just thought I'd check in.
Last letter I got said he was doing really well.
Got it.
Yeah.
Knocked her shoes off.
Kitty?
You like that?
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, kiddo.
Hey, Jim, what do you think? Do you think Kyle looks more like me or Erica?
I see Buck in the facial structure.
What's that?
You want to go look at the car?
Diane. Diane? I think I'm gonna get out here. Thanks again.
Ah, nice to meet you. Good luck.